What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So we just got an announcement from PokeBeach about that Japan is going to be printing a lot more sets. I would have to say this video is being recorded on March 19th at nighttime. It's going to be put out Thursday morning, at least it's supposed to be, unless Destin Rivals comes out that day. Then that you will not be seeing this, you'll be seeing it another day. And if you're seeing it another day, then Destin Rivals came out, and I hope we're all able to get it. But if you're seeing this Thursday, then Destin Rivals did not come out, and it will probably come out tomorrow on Friday. Let's hope so. You know that? Let's see what happens. But let's get on with this news. Japanese is printing a lot of sets, and that's good. It's honestly a good thing. I feel like it really is, especially with this market right now. I kind of have a theory about this right now, but I want to make this a whole separate video. There'll be a couple of videos coming out here in the next couple of days. I have a theory and a thought about what's going on with this and everything, but like I said, that'll be a whole other video. But let's see what sets are getting printed, and I think the Pokemon could do this too. The Pokemon company could do this, which is really weird to me. But what sets are getting printed? Well, it's gonna be Night Wanderer, which is Shroud of Fable, Stellar Miracle, which is Stellar Crown, and then Battle Partners, which is Journey Together, and then Terrestrial Festival. That's the one that I feel like a lot of people are going to be waiting for, is a Terrestrial Festival. I would have to say this though, what do I think this is kind of gearing up for? I think what Pokemon, the Japanese Pokemon company is doing is they're setting all these products they're printing out right now. All the older products, they're sending them out into the market, just sending them out to the market. You know why? Because they're starting to print something like crazy right now. Do you know what comes out next month? Glory of Team Rocket. So I think they're getting all the sets. They're trying to get caught up a little bit, get them all into the market. Then what they're going to do is focus on the Glory of Team Rocket, which I think they need to do, because we all know Glory of Team Rocket right now on the secondary market, I think we seen the other day was selling for like $200. You see, these are all the listings right now of the Glory of Team Rocket: 217, 215, 239, 207, 212. I would have to say this though, I don't think people understand, a lot of people don't understand, is this box right here is not the box that we know of yet. We don't even know what the box looks like. So don't go based off of that yet, okay? I hope y'all are not going based off of this. I think people are just making this is a fake image that is kind of going around, and people are kind of assuming this is the box. I don't think this is 100% the box confirmed yet. We will know whenever we start getting closer and closer. We should start knowing within the next week or two, I would have to say that, and at least start to see some cards, which I am so excited about. I like the Glory Team Rocket. So I think Japanese Pokemon is kind of doing right now is just trying to catch up with all these older sets and this focus all their printing capacity onto the Glory of Team Rocket. Because if y'all don't know, Japanese, they will print. They don't care. They will print like absolute crazy. I mean, it makes sense though. It makes sense. Like, why would you leave money on the table? You know what I mean? Like that, it makes sense. But at the same time, we do buy over here in America for like 2 or 3 times MSRP already. Like, I think Terrestrial Festival was like $110, I think it is. This will probably, I would have to say this as well. Some of these sets will probably get affected for the short term. Very much so. I think Night Wanderer will probably get affected. Stellar Miracle, I think, will get affected very bigly, very heavily. These two sets will probably be the ones that kind of go down and stay down for a little bit. The ones that I think will go down and kind of come back up quickly would be Terrestrial Festival. Terrestrial Festival, depending on the price it gets to, I will probably be buying some of this. It depends what the price it gets to though. I am looking for anything, like I said, like around $50, 50 to 60 bucks. I don't know if it'll get there or not. I probably doubt it will get there. That is where I feel comfortable buying Terrestrial Festival. I might buy a couple boxes, not go crazily insane because I don't have enough cash to go right now, and I want to kind of stick all my money into Destin Rivals. That's what I want to do. But at the same time, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get some Destin Rivals. I think it's gonna be hard to find Destin Rivals for MSRP. So I might as well go into some plays that I think will kind of work out. And Terrestrial Festival is one of the sets in Japanese that I feel like is the best to go into and buy personally. So I'll have to see what happens with that. But I'm glad Japanese is doing this. I would have to say this, these are the only packs that are available on the Pokemon Center website for Japanese. All the older sets, really, the sets that nobody really cared about. Literally like the whole first half of Scarlet and Violet. You got Terrestrial Festival over here. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of interesting to see this. But that's just how Japanese is, but they are printing like crazy. I would have to say this though, I kind of heard this was happening from a buddy of mine. He used the one that sells me the Japanese product. I'll show you, I'll put up the message right here of what he said. Look, it says it right here in the PokeBeach, but also in that message that he sent me, he said, we're told that the stock will not be as large as the original print, which makes sense, but it will not be smaller either. So it's going to be like a kind of median. What the guy told me from his distributor that he gets from Japan, where he buys his products from, they told him it's probably going to be like 20 or 30% of whatever the first print one was. So I don't think this is going to initially affect the market like crazy. I would have to say this is coming to effect this weekend, so we will be getting some more products put onto the market. So if you're going to look for some products that you want to get Japanese, I would go look around now, or go look around through the weekend, figure out what best prices you can get for it, and buy some. I would take this advantage and do it, because I can tell you this, people are going to buy this stuff up like crazy, especially the high flyer sets and the very popular sets like Terrestrial Festival. Battle Partners, I don't really know how popular Battle Partners is. I would assume it's kind of a hot set, really. I think it is. And also, Heatwave Arena, they're gonna be probably reprinting this too. This set literally just came out like I think like 4, 5, 6, like less than a week ago. Well, about a week ago on Friday. So it's kind of, we're getting there to where they're probably going to be printing a lot of Heatwave Arena. I would assume so. But this is very interesting too that I wanted to kind of go over in this thing. So look, sales of last week's Heatwave Arena are currently underway at physical Pokemon centers with a limit of 10 packs per person. Look at this. This is the one thing that's really interesting, and I kind of want to talk about this. Look, online sales were originally scheduled on their website for March 14th, which is the release day. Launch was postponed due to congestion and glitches with their website's credit cards processing system. A lottery sale has been planned for later date. Details will be announced later. What does that kind of scare me, and what do I think could possibly happen? I think the English version could possibly at least do this. Like I think like the America Pokemon Center, the one that we have, I think it could possibly do this too eventually. I think they will maybe the way this is going, I think they will end up doing a lottery sale system. They might potentially do that. I know I've heard they've done this in the past with some products. We'll have to really see how this goes. I think if I would say they would, but the one set that I would know they would try to do a lottery system for would be Destined Rivals, and we haven't heard anything about them trying to do a lottery system for Destined Rivals. So I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon if we do get it. And I feel like Destined Rivals, me personally, I feel like it's gonna be literally like peak Pokemon. I think it will be. That's just my thought. It could get worse and worse. I thought Terrestrial Festival was gonna be peak Pokemon, but it seems like this is gonna be peak Pokemon. I think it will be. We'll have to really see what happens here. It could be even going up even higher from here. But I feel like if we do get a lottery system, it would have been in place for Destined Rivals, which I'm assuming right now we're not getting a lottery system because we do have Destined Rivals supposed to be coming out within the next day or two. Like I said, this video is probably out before it or out after it, however Pokemon decides to put their launch out. I hope it went well, or whenever it happens it went well for everybody. But we'll have to see what happens. So overall, I'm excited for this. I'm glad of this, and if any of y'all are interested in getting Japanese products, I would definitely be looking out for this and looking out sites that probably have this for a little bit cheaper. I would have to say this though, we are in a time where kind of sites and kind of stores feel the okay to kind of just hold the line real quick, and they don't want to drop their prices like crazy. Like before, for example, last year when 151 did a massive reprint, stores were dropping down their prices like crazy. I would have to say this though, at the same time, this reprint was not announced to be a massive one. This probably will have short-term effects on the prices. Like I said, Terrestrial Festival and probably Battle Partners and maybe Heatwave Arena. I don't think Heatwave Arena is part of this. I'm pretty sure it's not. But these two right here, at least I know Terrestrial Festival for 100% is not going to be affected massively in my personal opinion. This is just one of the hot sets that's really, really hot and everybody loves it. Battle Partners, I'm pretty sure as well too. These two sets right here, I think will probably be the ones mainly affected too. But like I said, we'll have to really see what happens. But let me know what y'all thoughts are on this. I'm kind of glad somebody in the Pokemon company or one of the Pokemon companies are kind of doing something about reprints and kind of happening for this. But like I said, I'll have my theory video in the next couple of days. It's going to be an interesting one. I think you're going to like it. But hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one. Peace.